even sent me. Oh, my friend. Oh my god. Welcome to it. Oh, I know. Welcome to a very special bonus edition of the Teal Report podcast, which is being recorded as a YouTube video as well. So we're going to do a YouTube show. But as a show, we only never do that. But it's a live stream. I know. Yeah. Because obviously last week we did tease that we might be doing this live, but unfortunately it's been quite the week, Howler, for both of us really. Haven't had an opportunity to test out the live stream because it has been quite temperamental. It's had a couple of technical difficulties last time I did a couple of streams. I thought, can't risk that today, so yeah. Tell you what, when we get you back, we can do that as a live show, but yeah. But this is going to be published later today. So technically it can't be recorded live, but I will go out live on the exact day of it being recorded. We've never done that before, but it's sort of, anyway. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can tell he is in absolute distraught. Absolute in bit. Look over there, look, Ducky's there over there. You've got Ducky's over there, Ducky's there. And Louis as well. It's been quite an interesting 24 hours because so far, literally, I kid you not, yesterday, when I got back in from London yesterday, I heard news. Literally, Wildwing just went straight for him, and basically it's been like territorial because he's not letting anybody else come but Sharky. Louis tried. Every time Louis tries to go and do this, Wildwing's like shooing him off with his beak. It's like, whoa, we've got a territorial ducky on our hands. So yeah, so and I was thinking, hang on, who's comforting Howler? Who's comforting you? It should be not. I mean, yes, okay, he has. Let's face it, he has now lost a good friend, but it should be hanging comfort. But yeah, so it's going to be quite like in this house for quite some time. Wildwind's going to be very territorial. But that's what besties are for, isn't it, Sharky? But yeah, yeah, I mean, it's tough. It is just so tough. I mean, we knew last week that this was likely going to come. Because, oh my god, the last week just literally blow up. Literally blow up in all our faces. This blew out of proportions. It got very much out of hands. And a lot of that is the league's fault. A lot of that is Utah's fault. None of it is Arizona's fault. Arizona was ploughing along, ready for the auction in June. Yeah. And since the announcement's official, there's been a lot of things that I've now been thinking of that we can now do as content. So there's going to be a lot of Teal Report bids coming out on the YouTube channel in the next coming weeks and months as we lead up to, obviously, the start of NHL Utah. As it's going to be announced. It's going to be known as. Yeah, they're going to do the PHL route. Not even going to give them a name. Not even going to give them a name. Not even give them a name. That's pathetic. That is honestly pathetic. But that's not for now. Yeah. So the purpose of today's show is just to do raw, and this bonus episode is just to do raw emotion. I'm not going to read any statements. I'm not going to do any news articles. I'm not going to do anything of the logistics, like where this team's going to go. And and how it fits to really line a bit. We're going to do none of that. Those are for future Teal Report bids, which we will do. But that's not for today. Today is to mourn, as this was clearly 2 weeks. Oh my god. Today is an opportunity to mourn. It's to grieve and have your friends. So actually, come on, Ducky. Yeah, put it there. Come on, put it there. Put it in there. Oh no, here comes Louis. No, Louis, you're not gonna get lucky. You're not gonna get lucky. No, Louis, you're not gonna get lucky. You're not gonna get lucky. No, you're not gonna get lucky. Look, see, look. Back, yeah. Back. No, back. You see what I mean? So literally, because Louis, I know you want to be comfort. See, I know you want to try and comfort your friend, but while we're just having none of it. Like, I'm gonna be the shoulder to cry on, not you. Oh, I mean, this is the first time in 6 years I've seen Wild Wing be aggressive. That's a first. That's a first. So just stay there. I might extend him with you in a bit. We'll see how it goes. But just that's the first time since Wild Wing's been in this house. We've had Wild Wing in this household. He's been aggressive. Wow. Ducky's got territorial. But today it's an opportunity to mourn and grieve and just reflect on what has been an amazing, amazing tenure in Arizona. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them there. We'll leave them like that. They may be on the if they're on the camera, great. If not, doesn't matter. But those of you who's listening to the podcast version, you don't need to worry about it anyway. We'll just leave them like there. But yeah, I mean, okay. This is obviously tough, and Coyotes fans, I feel your pain. I've literally this time last year gone through exactly everything you've gone through. I think it actually is a year today since the bullet was fired in Oakland, and they said we've got this tentative agreement at the Wild Wild West. I think it might be a year ago today. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so I know how you feel, and it's crap. It's crap. I know. Oh yeah, language is going out the window today. It's going to be an expletive one. Language is going out the window because obviously I'm recording it as a video, so my language just got a bit silent. I forget to filter when I do a video. So yeah. So language rules are basically going to be off to today. We're in mourning. It's fine. Look, I'm even dressed in black for the occasion. Thank God for the blackout jersey. I've come in black for the occasion, you know? But yeah, I might be quite fitting because we don't know what's going to happen to the Revoirs. There's so many questions, but not today. Yeah, so Coyotes fans, I know what you're going through, but I feel like this is worse. I feel like the Coyotes relocation is worse than the A's relocation because in Arizona, there was a plan. In Arizona, there was a plan in motion, and we were working towards that plan. We got the date of the auction, June 27th, which is still going to go ahead. And this is what's interesting. That auction is still going to go ahead at the end of June. If Arizona wins that, and oh my God, does the AHL have egg on its face? Because you've done this when you could have had this. No, it's just, oh, it's mind-boggling. It really is. It really is. But yeah. So yeah. So, and I remember, of course, last year after Tempe was shot down, overwhelmingly, I remember kind of saying my position was at the end of this season, if there's nothing concrete in place, you hit the button. You hit the button. And it was only, I think, last week, last Monday, when Hal and me came and did that video about the auction date, we went through all the FAQs on that webpage. That was when I changed position to, okay, wait until the auction. Wait until the auction. If they win, great. We just stay in the money. If they lose, then you hit the relocation button, but you do it for 25-26, not 24-25. So basically, you'd allow the Coyotes to have you allow the Coyotes to have 24-25 as a farewell season, and then 25-26, then you do the move to Utah, and that would be. But instead, we are in the situation we are in. No, so my position had only just changed this time last week to, okay, well, let's play out the auction. Only when that fails do you then go for the the button. But panic set in. Literally, panic had set in this league. The panic was all through the roof. And just, I mean, the two reasons that are being thrown out there of, oh, we're worried about what happens to Coyotes lose the auction, and we don't want to end up being 3 more years in the mullet. I'm sorry, those are bullshit excuses. See, the language is going all over the place today. It's not like I'm sorry, but those reasons are a pile of crap. Okay, because at no point throughout this entire process, since we began this time at the start of last season in the mullet arena, there was no sort of suggestions being thrown out there about what happens if the Coyotes can't get to Arizona. There's none of that. It was just whenever I got asked questions about it, it's always, oh, we're working towards securing a arena in Arizona. We've committed to Arizona. Yeah. But the what if, Guy Bettman? The what if? What if it fails? Never did you say what happens if that was to happen? So that's look up on. And the whole, oh, we didn't want to do 3 more years in the mullet arena. Because let's face it, if the say Axborough wins the auction in June, you don't get shores of the ground to probably sometime in the spring of next year. You're looking at 27, 28 being the start of the Coyotes' new tenure in Arizona. That would then result in 5. That has to do the math themselves. So 20 to 23, year 1. This year, 20 to 24 would be year 2. Then, obviously, next year was supposed to be year 3 of the 3-year deal that was signed. And then 25, 26 was supposed to be the optional 4th. So you'd have to have 27, 27. So that would in total would have been 5 seasons in the mullet arena. Ideal? No. Doable? Yes. Okay. Because one of the things I've really had blood about the mullet arena is how they really have established it as a really nice area for hockey. That is a great arena for hockey and could easily house a minor league team. Yeah, I know it's a college grounds, but the atmosphere was just amazing. It got a really sort of really sort of amazing atmosphere in my square. Because I remember during the off season of last year, I remember after Colorado won the Stanley Cup 22, we have the draft. Can't remember what it was. The draft. After the draft was done, off season obviously kicks in, and in the off season, the one big thing was, everybody worrying about what is gonna be, what's it gonna be like, in the mullet arena. Is this gonna work or not? And then when the puck dropped last year, it was fine. It was quite a nice, the environment they built was brilliant. It was quite, chic. It was and you had broadcasts there how they really, really loved it as well. Being that close to the action. So it was actually fine and would work for the interim period like we all knew this was supposed to be. So what has changed? What has actually changed? For them to go, well, do you know what? No, this is not, no, we can't do it anymore. Because I'm sorry. Guy Bettman, you had to have known that this was a possibility when you signed that deal. And this is one of the many, many major news articles that came out whilst I was on Olympic break. Because you remember in the Beijing Olympics, I did not follow the AHL. I took the Olympic break out because it was always going to be my plan. Because 2018 was a complete disaster for me. It was not workable having Olympics and AHL setup was not going to work for me. So of course I had to opt out. Really worked. Then I come back from Olympic break and oh my god, what? To quote Hamilton, what have I missed? And it's just, wow, okay. But at the time, it was kind of upsetting, really, because, what was going to happen? We knew the Coyotes were going to be evicted at the end of the 2022 season. Hadn't really been word on what the plan was going to be. So to just see the plan was just like, phew. Not ideal, but at least there's still the possibility of keeping the Coyotes around. by emergency off season that year, after the season was all done, Colorado got their Stanley Cup. And everyone thinking, oh, here we go. You know, this isn't going to work. Let's fire up the relocation cannons. Here we go. Let's all get the map of the US out. Put a pin on it somewhere random. You know, just honestly outrageous and ludicrous. But yeah, so now obviously we're recording this before the official press conference you had. There hasn't even been a press conference yet. I believe there's supposed to be one happening at 11:30 Arizona time. So yeah, so we're literally recording this without having heard from the horse's mouth themselves. I am going to see if I can get watch that, so I can have a listen to what Bettman has to say for himself, and then we can do a video on that as well. Today it's just initial gut reaction. In the coming weeks and months, we'll have more in-depth videos on it. Okay, so today's just like a initial gut reaction to it, and then after that we're gonna, you know, well, I'm gonna then do more videos on it. You're probably gonna be strapped to Wild Wing. I hope you know you let yourself in for a Wild Wing, because you might end up being in a situation that Paul Fredberg was in when me and Lou were in London last year. Come up, Louis, because what were you like last year in London? Come on, Louis, quickly. Because honestly, last year when we were there for the London series, when we were in our hotel room, you just would not let go of poor Fredbird. You were just like clinging on to him. It's like, because you were just so happy you got a new best friend. You got yourself a new bestie. You got yourself a fellow St. Louis native in the house. You just would not let go of poor Fredbird. You just like clinging on to him like this. That's what I think Huawei's going to have with Sharky for probably until the start of the new season. Don't you, Louis? Yeah. Bye-bye, Louis. Off you go, darling. There you go. Off you go. See you later, darling. That's it. Isn't he being a good boy for a change? Because normally on the camera, Lou would just go dive straight for it. He's being really good today. That won't last. Oh, you can come out more to do that, can you? Oh, it's turning now. Oh, so you're not too deep in more to have a pop at your friends? Oh, wow. Oh, swipe me. Okay, but yeah, so obviously we'll probably hear from Bettman himself, and I really would love it if reporters could literally just not let Bettman get off the hook for this, okay? Because if that was me, and I get the opportunity to ask Bettman questions, I would just not let him go until I get a decent answer out of him. Because, come on, Bettman, you owe Arizona big time. You owe them answers. Because basically, you have abandoned this state, sorry. You've abandoned this market. That's a better way to put it. You've abandoned this market when it needs you the most. Arizona had a plan. We were working towards the plan. And you now think, now I'm going to pull the plug because you don't like the fact that it would be 5 years in total of being in the Mullet Arena. But that's what you agreed to! You should have known this might happen. Projects like this can get delayed. Setbacks can happen. Or they get shot down in referendums. You should have known this was a possibility when you signed that deal in the spring of 2022. So you can't use that as an excuse like, oh, we're doing no. And you know what? In fact, there is not a single thing that bastard can say to me that would make me feel better. There's nothing he can say because this relocation, and I know I'm going to get into a lot of social media fights with Utah AHL fans over the next couple of weeks and months. Because it's a question of, oh, it's Utah expansion team, it's a relocation team. Let's get the answer right now. Utah, you are a fucking relocation team. It's a sweary show today. But like I say, it's got raw emotion you're getting today. So yeah. You are a relocation team. You're guessing. Howler, come up. Pry yourself from him! Pry yourself from him! Just come in there. Or fall off. In fact, go to Ducky! Go to Ducky! Ducky! Go to Ducky! There we go. There we go. I'll bring you back at the end. Go to Ducky! Be with Ducky! There, he's laying out now. Oh, the tears are out now. Be with Ducky. Be with Ducky. Right. Utah, you are getting Howler's hockey assets. So that's all the players on the current roster. Those are all the draft picks Arizona has lined up. That's all their free agents. You get all the hockey assets. What you're not getting is the name and the brand, and you ain't getting Howler. Howler's Arizona till he dies. Okay? That's what you're not getting. Okay? That's what you're getting. So, therefore, you're not. So there's no expansion draft happening. None of that. You are a relocation team. It's just what's happened is the team in Arizona has been deactivated. I know, but what else can we call it? I don't like to use that either because deactivated sounds like you're a machine that just sort of just turned off. You trying to look for your off switch? You honestly trying to look for your off switch? You haven't got one, Howler. Well, it's probably somewhere. Seeing as Gary Bettman has flicked it, that's a good point. But no, you don't. You don't need to. You're gonna keep looking for his off. You've not got one. You've not got one, Howler. Yeah. No. So yeah, this is such a weird relocation. It's something I've definitely never seen this, where you relocate a franchise, but you deactivate it, so in the future, somebody can then reactivate it. I know, it's so much to get around, Howler, it really is. And I know, you dizzy, I am as well. We can be dizzy together. I know, it's just, yeah, I mean, yeah. But basically, what I'm trying to say before we move on is Guy Bettman better have a good damn excuse for why he's done this, because it's inexcusable. This is inexcusable. Because there's nothing to say that you could have right. If you really, really didn't want to play the Miller anymore, there is nothing stopping you from deactivating. I can't want you to use it. Howler, until I can call a better term for it, I'm going to keep referring to it, okay? So there's nothing that could have stopped you from saying, okay, we'll deactivate Howler. Thank you. We'll deactivate Howler. Okay. All the players, free agents, and draft picks, we'll disperse them among the other 31 teams. And then when Arizona's got its ducks in a row, sorry, Wild Wings, no pun intended, stay with Sharky, no pun intended. But once Arizona's got everything, its house in order, better analogy. Once Arizona's got its house in order, then you reactivate Howler. And then Utah could then have their expansion team. Okay, so yeah, so really, there's nothing that could stop the league from saying, right, we'll deactivate you. We disperse all your hockey assets across the other 31 clubs. And then, once you have got everything sorted, you've ticked all the boxes, then we reactivate you. Nothing to stop them there. But, oh no, the league couldn't just stop buying itself brand new shiny cars. It had to have the next or it's like the iPhone. We need to have the we need to have the how lucky you know any iPhones because I'm Samsung. I do Samsung. The only iPod products I have are iPads and iPods. I don't. My phone's a Samsung. So should we use Samsung's example then? Yeah, it can't because I can't do Apple. I don't want to offend the Apple users. it just couldn't. The AHL could not resist getting the next big model. You know, it's currently got the S9, but the S10's got these great new features. So you need to get the S10 and something, or the new Galaxy Watch. Because I wear my watch right now, Howler. The new watch. Oh, this is an S4. It couldn't wait to get. The league couldn't wait to get its hands on the S5, if such a thing exists with the Galaxy Watches. This is an S4 Howler. It may got, I don't know, but yeah, just they couldn't resist getting us a brand new shiny model. You know? But yeah, so really, there's nothing that can stop the league from deactivating the Coyotes. That is actually quite legit. That's the only thing about this relocation that's legit to me. Deactivate them, fine, but you then disperse their hockey assets across all the other 31 teams. And then, when it's time to bring Howler back, we reactivate him, we have an expansion draft. Everybody, yes, including you, Chance! Everybody plays in the expansion draft, and Howler gets a good team from the get-go. That could have worked, but oh no, that ain't good enough. We need to it's give and take. We'll take away Howler, and we'll give you Utah. As for the postcard, but anybody can smell the good bits in that, because I don't. Alright, my feelings about Utah are very, very clear right now. Very, very clear, Howler. It might get more sweary towards the end. But no. But that's the only thing about the relocation that I agree with. I agree with, obviously, you need to deactivate the Coyotes, because really, what else can you do? That's fine. And then, brilliantly, it allows the opportunity for a expansion team in Arizona to take all this back. So they bring the brand back, the name back, Howler back! It's not going to feel the same without you, Howler. It really is not. It's a good job we've not got All-Star Week next year, because I don't think I'll be able to cope with you not being at the Mascot Showdown. I really don't think I can. And all that. And the history as well, maybe. Because I'm still confused about Utah. I don't think I'll get that, but yeah. You know, it could be like you never went away, like with Winnipeg and the Jets. But yeah, so I know it's I know it's all up in the air right now. I know, but yeah, that's the only part of the relocation that I agree with. Deactivate, yes, because we do not want to lose the Arizona as a whole. Yeah. So actually, let's talk about that actually. So yeah, because this is not like any other relocation. Normally in a relocation, you relocate the franchise, and the franchise that's going to its new market gets all the history. And that's why I hate about relocation, is how when a franchise relocates, it takes everything with them, including all the history. So all the records, all the trophies, all the titles, all the number retirements you've done, all of that, it takes all of that with them. That's what I don't like. Because I do not, and it's one of the reasons why I want the A's to rebrand, because I do not want the Las Vegas A's to be the Las Vegas A's and still have all that history, when a lot of it has come from Oakland. Okay, so yeah, so this is an interesting position we're in. We've never seen it before where a team gets deactivated, gets relocated, then deactivates it, and then the team that's moving is kind of like a clean sheet of ice, in a way. Yeah, it's weird, bizarre, which is why some people are going to be confused of, is this expansion, is this relocation? But we can answer that for you, it's relocation. Because all the players were from Arizona. The Arizona Coyotes Mark 1. So yeah, but no, you know how I've had a soft spot for you over the years. I am so thankful that I got to see at least one Coyotes game against my Sharks. Because you were the main teams I got to see on my first trip back in 2018. It was a really tight game. Hal actually won it in the end. It was a really tight game. So I'm so thankful I have had the opportunity in my lifetime to see you at least once, and I'm very thankful for that. We'll do a show on that. We'll do a show on that another time. But yeah. So I do not want to see the Desert Dogs go. It's going to be hard. This is hard for me, even though I'm not a Coyotes fan, because I have a soft spot for you guys. Always have them. Yes, I'm just being it just as much as you. Yeah, so Alex Morello has got a 5-year window to bring the Coyotes back. Now, the question, of course, is obviously what happens after those 5 years. Does that then mean, okay, the league then says no to Arizona full stop? Or does then that allow somebody else to have a go? So, I know, so many questions. There's so many questions. And I have no answers. I don't have the answers. Okay? I just don't have them. But there are just so many questions. Yeah, because we know the land auction is still going ahead as planned. That land auction is still going ahead as planned on June 27th. Alex Morello will make the bid. He currently, I believe at this moment in time, is still the only bidder in play. But we'll have to see how that goes down. But yeah, so Alex Morello is still determined to build this arena on that auction site. And that auction is still going to happen on June 27th. Now, if he wins that, it then gets very, very interesting. Because, oh my, would that put egg on Guy Bettman's face. Because you'll have had Arizona do exactly what it said it was going to do, win that auction, but, oh dear, problem. Yeah, but Hal has been deactivated. What we're supposed to do? Hal has been funding the auction. Yay! Just one problem. Hal has been deactivated. It's not flattering, right? As you can see, right, it's not flattering. What we're supposed to do, you know? Let's just still build the arena. The league promises we're gonna get a franchise and we can get the arena built. So you can have the arena still being built, and then, oh, would it be so funny? Howler, come back. You go over here, Howler. Come on, activate yourself. You go over here. This next bit. Because would it be funny if you get your arena first before Utah gets its permanent home? Because Delta Center is not fit for hockey. It ain't fit for hockey, but we're gonna go there anyway. Oh, it's gonna be like back in the mid-10s when the Irons were in Barclays Center. It was not pretty. Oh dear, the Islanders. I'm sure if Utah wants any tips, go ask Sparky the Dragon. He'll give you lots of tips about his days in Barclays Center. Was not pretty, was it, Howler? Nope. Yeah, but the prospect of a new arena coming to Salt Lake probably isn't going to be till nearer the 2034 Winter Olympics, which they are expected to be awarded just before Paris gets underway this summer. But yeah, so this Utah series is going to be in Delta Center for quite some time, because I don't think they would probably move into this arena before the Olympics. Because I think the arena needs to be built first for the Olympics, then you can put the actual in. So, really, you're looking at 10 full years in the Delta Center. They're due for the start, Alan. They're due for the start. But doesn't that ring a bell? Isn't it funny? Because when the Coyotes relocated from let's do it properly. Because it's confusing who moved from where. I know. It's so funny because history, here we are, 28 years later, and history is about to repeat itself. Because when the Winnipeg Jets moved Arizona in 1996 to become the Coyotes, they moved into an arena that was not equipped for hockey. They were told it was going to be ready for hockey, and then they come in 1996, ain't ready for hockey. So, Paul Howler was put on the back foot from the get-go. Okay, so yeah. Here we are now, 28 years later. Well, and AHL Utah is going to move into an arena, ain't built for hockey, and it's going to be the exact same position that the Coyotes were in, and that is, there is no permanent arena on the horizon. It's a joke! This is a complete joke! This is a joke! This is supposed to be the National Hockey League! What has this decade come to, Howler? You take a minute to laugh, my friend. Maybe do it that way, because that's not flattering. That way, though. Your arse was shown on the camera there, love. Don't do that. Nobody needs flashing. Get Bic to do that. This is just hilarious. I mean... Oh! Now, of course, Utah can fire back and say, well, we've got one coming, ready for the Olympics. Yeah, but that's not for a decade's time. Do you think you can last 10 years at the Delta Center? Now, we can find that funny, but for a Utah hockey fan, wouldn't you just prefer to have held out for the expansion team? Would have been better. Would have been better. Because if the arena's not up to scratch, it's tough shit. You've got nowhere else you can go. And we saw from the Islanders, it's not doable playing in an arena that's not configured for hockey. You can diss my arena all you like, but at least it was built for purpose. So, yeah, I mean, you only get one opportunity to get this right. Whenever you go into a new market, you only get one opportunity, one shot to get it right. And lo and behold, the league straight away would have put AHL Utah on the back foot because they're putting them in an arena ain't built for hockey, and the new one is not a decade away. Would AHL Utah laugh that? I don't know. But it would be so hilarious if Arizona gets its arena first, brings the Coyotes back, and it got AHL Utah sort of drowning in a sea of their own piss because Delta Center is just leaking and drowning. And probably someone did do that one there, Howler. Ooh, little looks for the dashboard. Yeah. But no. So, there is the opportunity. So, the only hope, and normally relocation you don't get hope. Relocation is pretty much depression. Because all hope has now gone. I know that's deep, but I can speak from experience. All hope is now gone of you ever getting it back, getting what you had back. But you're in a unique position, Howler, because you do have this 5-year window. You have this 5-year window to get everything in order to reactivate you. The question of when do we reactivate Howler, I don't know, because it will depend on what the timeline is. If the timeline is 27-28, then great. It's only 3 seasons away. 24, 20. Yeah, 4. 24, 25, 25, 26, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27. Yeah, 3 seasons away. It's just 3 seasons. Doable. Manageable. Doable. Or it could be 29, 30. You never know. It will depend on what the timeline is for the arena. It will depend on that. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah. So, whatever I can do, how to help you, please let me know. Anybody who is going to be involved in bringing Arizona back to life, let me know how I can get involved with you. Contact me via the show's official email. Let me know, because I want to help bring the Coyotes back. I know I'm not a Coyotes, but I cared about you guys. I had a soft spot for you guys. I want you in this league. I don't want Utah in this league. I don't want Vegas in this league. Sorry! Ugh, I'm getting tongue-tied now. I don't want to be in a league without Arizona. They were a great division rival for the Sharks. A great opponent for the Sharks. We even did have a playoff series back in the early noughties, but that was well before my time. But yeah, and I've got some fun memories too. I want Arizona in this league. We know hockey belongs in the desert. It's been proven 28 years. It can work. You put a top team there, you do it the right way, people will come. You saw it. You've seen it. It's doable. Okay? So, yeah. So, whatever I can do to help get the Arizona Coyotes reactivated, please let me know, because I want to help you guys. I will get you back. I want you back in this league as soon as possible. I will do it wherever I can. Yeah, it's not going to feel the same without Howler. It really is not. So as soon as we get him back, the better. Yeah. So there's so many questions I've got, which I'm going to roll off quick. I'm not going to try and answer them now, but I'm going to roll off the questions that I've got. So for me, the question I've got is, some of them might be answerable, some of them might not be right now. So the question I've got is, how does obviously this work with the current league alignment? That's the first question. That I think will get answered. Then after that is, what's the plan to bring Arizona back into the NHL? Now that's sort of answered, because obviously, if we carry on the current trajectory of the auction, well then fine. Win it, ba-boom, shovel to the ground, see you when it's up and running. But then But there needs to be a backup plan. The problem we've had the last 2 years is there's never been a backup plan for if plan A falls. If something goes wrong with plan A, there's never, ever, ever been a backup plan. So we know what plan A is. That's plan A. But what is plan B? You need to give me plan B for what, okay? Because Arizona belongs in the NHL. But if plan A fails, we need a plan B. So that's another question. Next question, and this concerns Frenzy. What happens to the Tucson Roadrunners? I've been hearing murmurings, particularly on PX Coyotes, their show. I'm hearing murmurings there's a possibility the Roadrunners get moved to the Mullet Arena. Really? Why? There's only 2 more years left on the current lease that they signed back in 2016 when they joined the league. Why do you want to move them now? What's that really going to do? What's that going to benefit? You know? Just, nah. I've got a couple of theories about what happens to the Roadrunners between now and the start of the next season, but I don't want to talk about them because it's just murky. Yeah, because this doesn't just affect the Coyotes, it also affects the Tucson Roadrunners. So there's questions about what's going to Tucson Roadrunners. There's that. The big question, of course, is what is this team going to be known as? Well, that doesn't seem to be answered anytime soon. There's that. How is this going to affect the hockey developments in Arizona? So all the youth development programs, all the minor leagues that are involved in there. How's it going to have a knock-on effect on them? Because let's face it, if it hadn't been the Arizona Coyotes, a lot of today's star players in the NHL probably would never be in the NHL. So ponder on that, Guy Bettman, as you proudly and gleefully move this team to Utah. Look on that. Think on that, alright? You think on that. Have a good long hard look in that mirror and think about that. But yeah. Of course what becomes of Howler? Has Howler got to go to hibernation for at least for now? What's happened to Howler? Because I did suggest last week, thinking, oh, maybe you can go with the Tucson Roads, but then I thought, oh, hang on, who owns Tucson? So, but that could still be a possibility. If the Roadrunners are definitely going to stay in Arizona, you could then go and do that. You could go and be the Roadrunners mascot for the interim period, and then when you're back there, so you come back to us. You could have, because you could have the honour of being a mascot in 2 separate hockey leagues. You can put that bragging rights over whatever monstrosity Utah's going to come with. Not really that style of that. Yeah. I think the other question I've got is, when this team comes back, is it going to be Arizona Coyotes or is it going to be Phoenix Coyotes? I know. We can have that debate now, Hal. We've got at least 3 years, maybe more, to have that argument. Because the renderings for the auction did have Phoenix on them. So, are we going to go back to that? Who knows? And of course, do we want to have a brand update? Because it sounds like they're going to just bring the Kachina back, but... I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really been a big fan of Kachina. I mean... Would a Coyotes 2.0 be better off doing what Winnipeg did when they came back into the league and still have the name, but we do a different brand just to show that this is a brand new start? Even though that was a relocation franchise, this would be an expansion franchise. I don't know. But I've got lots of questions, and I don't know if they're going to get answered right now, but yeah, this is just sad. It really, this is hard to swallow. It's hard. I mean, because relocation is the one thing I would not will wish on my worst enemy. So even though you know full well I despise the Golden Knights, if somebody was to come out and say tomorrow, oh, the Vegas Golden Knights are relocating, I would feel for them. Hold on! Oh no! I would! Oh, he's giving me the e-balls. I'm getting the hard stare, Howler. I would! That's an oh my god, that's an angry Sharky. Look at that! That's an angry Sharky! Oh my god! Now you... I would! Ducky! Help me out! Thank you. Come back up. Go to Ducky! Go with Ducky. And Louie! Not Louie. Look what you've done, Hal! You've made Wildwing territorial. That's on you, mate. That's on you. That is on you. That is on you. You have made Wildwing territorial. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's on you. That is on you. Wow. That we can't blame Utah or Guy Bemmer. That one, that's on you. Wow. But no, I would feel sympathy for them because it's the worst thing that can happen to a sports fan. I've been through it with the Oakland A's. Ain't pretty. It's the last thing you ever want to have to inflict on a franchise and on a fan base. Yeah, it is gut wrenching. And obviously for me, right now, the focus needs to be on on Arizona. It's not. This is another thing I want to say before we get to wrapping up. The focus right now should be on Arizona, and you think about the fans, all the staff, everybody involved in Arizona. You reflect on them, and you hold them in your heart, and you mourn for them. We should not need to think about Utah until probably when we get to the end of the season and we crown our new Stanley Cup champion. Please, dear God, dethrone Chance. Dethrone Chance. I know. Pray to the gods. What, you want to pray too? Oh, pray for... Yes. Bring back Howler. Yes. Pray, please. Arizona, come back. Well, that's 2 things to pray to the hockey gods for. But yeah, the pressure of Dean Throw Vegas, it now falls into the playoffs and on Victor. Oh, I think Louis come back for shock. I know. We've got to allow that bugly Martian to get rid of Chance. I know, Louis, I know. It's not pretty. I know. You came close. You did, but I'm afraid it now falls on Victor in the playoffs. I know. Go and try and see if you can go and comfort Sharky. Off you go. Best of luck. It's not going to do it. I can tell you right now. Yeah. But no, the focus needs to be on Arizona, and it's not. And that video on the actual YouTube channel, I'm sorry, that was so disrespectful. That was so disrespectful. Yes, I know you want to get the news out about Utah, but just do a press release. Just do a press release on NHL.com. That right now is all you need to do. Don't poke the Hornets' nest. Oh, Hornets! That could be a suggestion for Utah. Are we not fearing that? But there's bees. How are there bees? There's a team in Salt Lake called the Salt Lake Bees. It's a minor league baseball team, which I found out during the start of the year when the A's were looking at Salt Lake as a potential temporary base. So, Hornets. Utah Hornets? We're not feeling the Utah Hornets. No. Oh, dear. Okay. That's my suggestion. Utah Hornets. That's the suggestion I've come up with. That's the big one I've got. And look, they could call their new arena in 12 years' time, the Hive. Hornets! Utah Hornets! Are we not feeling the Utah Hornets? Well, it's better than some of the other suggestions out there. It's not... But anyway, no, but that video of Gay Pet Baby was smiling. We are thrilled to come to Utah. And Ryan Smith and his missus as well. Be like, let's go! Fuck off. Fuck off with that. That is so insulting. That is so insensitive. He didn't even show any videos of somebody else Coyotes players that you're going to inherit. That is so insulting. That is so disrespectful. It deserves a C-bomb, but I'm not going to dare. I am not going to dare. That's the one side I'm not going to throw out on the air. But I just thought, that is so insulting. That is so bad taste. The ink hasn't even dried on the deal yet, and already you are throwing that out. That is so poor taste. That really is. That is so... We're not even going to give Coyotes fans a chance to more. It's just, here we go. Welcome, Utah. That is so... That's so disgraceful. That is so bad taste. Because remember, Haller's not dead. No, you're not. No, you're not dead. You've just been deactivated. So Haller's still around and lurking in the league. He's just not got a team in function for the moment because he's been deactivated. We're going to need to find a better term than deactivated because it sounds like the Coyotes a machine that's just been switched off at the wall. They're on standby. You know. Like a telly right now, how it's on standby, waiting for somebody to press the power up button on the remote control. There we go. He would do that pose all night because that was so yeah. But for me, right now the focus it needs to be on Arizona, and it's not. They've just already ink's barely dried, the news is barely just broke, already it's just shifted to Utah. That is so bad. That is so poor taste. That is so poor taste. That's bad. That is really bad taste. Give Arizona the chance to process, mourn, grieve, and then we can focus on Utah. I mean, this of course dropped literally right before the playoffs because the league wanted to get this done before playoffs. Let's have playoffs! Then we can talk Utah. Let's wait until Guy Bettman's press conference at Game 1 Stagger Finals to talk about Utah. But right now, focus needs to be on Howler. Because Howler has just been ripped away from Arizona. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that first. So, the narrative is wrong. Because right now, it should be on Arizona. And it ain't. And in fact, this story, the focus has not been on Arizona since the tail of the new year. Since January, the focus has all been on Salt Lake. It's not been on Arizona. And yet, it's interesting because in January, everyone started to suspect, right, this is when the Coyotes now need to present their plans to the league. We had that loose deadline of Winter Classic Day. Okay? This is when the Coyotes need to present their plans. And before they even got a chance, Salt Lake comes in and says, We were a team! Team, please! I were a team! Me! Over here! Me! No, I was a team! Please! Can I have a team? It's like... Just... Oh, God. The aggression that Salt Lake have been to get a team is just... Wow. I mean, it reeks desperation that what Utah have been like. It has reeked desperation. I mean, we're all desperate for things in our lives, but that doesn't mean we get them just because we just scream and shout and kick and make a fuss. The loudest. Alright? But, oh my God. The focus right now needs my Arizona, and it's not. And that is what is really pissing me off, because I know how they feel. I know what it's like to have a team ripped from you. I know how it feels. The focus needs to be on the market that's been affected, not the incoming market who are literally going to lap this up with everything they can get. But yeah, so... yeah. Shall we finish this off with my initial thoughts of how I feel for going forward with Utah? Yeah, just to round this off. Okay. Now, I should be excited for the prospect of a team in Utah coming. You know, I obviously was very enthusiastic about Salt Lake bidding for a Winter Olympics so that it could guarantee that we have a definite Olympic break. Because obviously it was in America, no choice. And I think, Howler, 2034 will be guaranteed now, my friend. I think that's now going to be guaranteed another Olympic break. Because you can't make Utah go on an Olympic road trip, can we? Nope. Well, we could. Good push. But, I mean, I did it. You've done it. Sparky's done it. But probably not. But it always got me confused back in the All-Star break when it was announced. 26, 2030 locked in. Why wasn't 2034 locked in? Because 2034 looks like it's going to go to Utah. Guess lock that in now, aren't you? Oh my. So yes, I was very enthusiastic about supporting Salt Lake's bid to get a Winter Games. It looks like it's going to come to fruition. We need to wait until obviously just before Paris to know that for certain. Yeah, so for me, the prospect of a possibility of a team in Utah should excite me. But right now, it does not. And Utah, you can blame Gary, your new best friend, Gary Bettman, for this, alright? Because until we get Arizona back, I'm not going to be friendly to Utah. And I think that's fair, because they're probably not going to be in my division. They're probably going to still be with Louis. Well, I thought he was going to come back and do a shock phase, but no. Okay, right, I can carry on. It's probably going to just take your... They're probably just going to take your place in the Central. So that's not going to cause too much of a headache. No, but until we get Arizona team back, I'm not going to give any clemencies, any leniency to Utah. Because to me, next year, whenever I see Utah, whether it's Sharks games or anybody else in the league that I watch, home or road, I'm going to look at that Utah team and feel this should still be in Arizona. They should still be in Cardi's uniforms. They should still be wearing the Desert Night jerseys. What were those, Howler? They should still be wearing the Kachinas. Howler should be still in the arena, you know, getting the fans excited. Yeah, this should still be Arizona Coyotes. That's how I'm going to feel until we get Arizona back. Now, that might sound petty to a lot of people, and fine. Call me. I'll happily wear the dog collar for 5 years. At least, I'll happily wear that collar for the exclusivity window. I'll wear it. Okay, but for now, I'm gonna look at that Utah team and think you should still be in Arizona. You should still be in Arizona because there is a place in Arizona you can play. It's not I know, but there's still a place you can play. It's a bit for hockey. Dallas Center's not, but hey, it's your funeral. Yeah. So, if this was done the right way, and it was the expansion team, and they go through the expansion draft, fine, I'd be all for it. Happy with the Kraken? Yeah, I was happy with the Kraken. I'm so glad I've now formed a good bond with the Seattle Kraken. Because obviously, there's no you for the time being. So I'm so glad I've now got somebody other than Wild Wing. I suppose Finn, and to some extent Hunter. But I think with Hunter, it's just because I want Conor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl to win Stanley Cups. Maybe it wasn't on there. Maybe not so much Hunter. But, yeah. So it's great that I've now got somebody else in the division to actually be happy to have. Which is great. So that means... Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Ducky, Pin, Hunter, Boy. So that's 4 out of my 6 division opponents I'm happy to be with in the division with. Oh, hang on, no, I missed somebody. Oh, of course, 7. Sorry. Oh, see. So it's what happens to keep expanding, folks. You forget how many divisions. Sorry. It's good, but the majority, so 4 out of my 7 division opponents, I'm happy to be in division with. Hunter, Howler. Oh my god, it's been a long show. I'm happy to be 4 hard. That's the majority. That's not bad, eh? No, that's good. That's good. Because normally in this league, you're supposed to not like the division rivals. So the fact I've got a majority that I'm happy to see, great. Just join their chance with them if they're Utah. Yeah. Get him! Kill him! Beat him up! Kick him in the balls! I'm gonna be so naughty next year, aren't I, Howler? And you can do it with me, because you can do it with me. You could be naughty. You've got permission to be naughty for I suppose, obviously, however, in this interim period, Sharky can have you down whenever he likes. With Ducky, can you have him down on days where he's not play each other? You could come down pretty much all the time you like, Howler. If it's not just for hockey, you can do whatever you like. But yeah, so I know Utah, that's not how I should behave. And I know it's not your fault. Okay? You have every right to want to have a team in this league as everybody else does, okay? So I know I should not be taking out on you guys. I know. And you can, and you know what? For the first 5 years of your existence, Utah, you can have a free pass at me. If you want to have a free pass at me, you can. But when Howler comes back, you stop. Because by that point, I can then go, right, okay, we've done it. We've got him back. Right, Utah, let's see what you are made of, okay? But basically what I'm trying to say, Utah, is until we get Howler back, we can't be friends. Okay? No. There you go. No. No. We should have Sharky confirm that, but he's still probably being huddled by his comforting ducky. Yes, he is. And poor Louis still trying. Look at what you've unleashed, Howler. Look at what you've unleashed. Oh my dear Lord. Oh, it's gonna be mad with handling the mascots in this house. It's a good job that playoffs are now here, so that playoff teams can just come downstairs and not have Sharky Dwarves just go great big ducky. It's gonna be oh god. There'll be a welcome distraction. It's just who am I supposed to root for? Because I'm not sure how well Hunter and Finn are gonna do. The only teams I want to see do on the East are Blades and Sparky. It's gonna be a tough playoff season. It's not like last year, how there's lots of teams I could root for. It's just no. It's gonna be horrible for me. Oh, just no. I don't want to go there. Yeah. Okay, so sadly, Utah, until you get Howler back, we can't be friends. And I know that is petty, but I'm sorry. I hold grudges. I know. I'm an emotionally charged person. I can't help it. I've been like that for 27 years. I can't help it. Okay, I'm emotionally charged. You tick me off, you get the monster. Utah Monsters, is that a good name suggestion, Howler? No. Oh, no, that's a firm no. That's a firm no. Right, that's a firm no. Keep that in Cleveland. That was a firm no. No on that. Okay? But that's who I am. I'm an emotionally charged person. I do hold grudges. I can't check. It's too late now. I can't change my ways now. Too late. This is me. Take it or leave it, Utah, okay? I know that's petty, but fine. And if that means that for the first 5 years, me and Utah just keep trading petty blows, fine. I'll handle it. You got to build the rivalry up somehow, Howler. Fine, I'll do it. That's fine. But then once you come back in the league, then we can be friends. Then we can be friendly with each other. But for the first 5 years, no. 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 Yeah. But if this was an expansion team, then I could probably grant clemency. I could probably be sort of, well, not really doing it right now, but let's wait until we get to the start of the year and then we'll see how it goes. Because that's kind of what it was with Seattle. But that was because, obviously, I feared they were going to be like Vegas was. And thankfully, they're not. And I love them for that. Seattle did the expansion draft the right way. So Howler, because the expansion draft rules will probably still be the same when you come back. Look at what Boy did, not what the evil Giller monster did. Okay, just based on that. Okay, so you want to do comparisons, just go on that. Yeah. But if Utah was an expansion team, I could probably be open to it. I could be open to give them a fair hearing, a fair shout, and so forth. But because of the way this whole deal has gone down, I can't get my head around it. I can't get my head around the fact of this being a good idea. I just can't. I cannot. Because this team belongs in Arizona. It should still be in Arizona. And it will come back to Arizona. Like I say, everybody out there in Arizona, if you can think of ways for me to help you get this team reactivated, please let me know, because I want to help you guys. I want to get you back. And I want to say something real quickly. I'm not sure if Charles is gonna approve of this, but when we get the Coyotes back, I'm going to adopt them as my second team. Hold on. Oh, he loves the idea of that! Yes! Oh, he loves that! Oh, I'm so feared about doing that announcement because I don't know how Shaga's going to react to that. Oh, yes! Yeah, here we go. Happy shot. We might. It took us only what 75 minutes, but we've got a happy Sharky to end the show. Yes. Well done. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been mulling it over the last week because I'm debating whether to put an Arizona Coyotes jersey in my wardrobe, you know, like a keepsake. Because I love your thirds that you brought last year. I love those. So debating should I maybe try and find one of those, you know, to have with a, you know, to put in my wardrobe as a keepsake, and then, you know. So I have spent the whole last week debating this, and I wasn't sure how Shark was gonna react to it, but he clearly has reacted to it quite well. But yeah, so when we get the Coyotes back, I am going to adopt them as my second team. I've always had a soft spot for the Desert Dogs. I've always wanted Arizona to do well. I've wanted you to get this arena situation sorted because I know how you felt had gone through it in Oakland. Yeah, and of course, obviously, got to see them. We got to see them in my first trip, didn't we, Sharky? 6 years ago. And Howler, it was a very close game. Howler won. It was a very close game, and Howler did take it. It was a very close game. It was actually quite a lot closer than you'd have thought. Because we were tipped to be a power contender, while Howler was kind of struggling in the Pacific. So it was of course, obviously that was in Vegas' debut, so they were just mucking everything up. So yeah, But this is a thing it's a decision I've been thinking about the past week. So as the whole shit show imploded, I've been thinking, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? Because obviously there's no guarantee the Coyotes will come back. So I thought, do I not? But like after yesterday, I was like, no, go do it, because we are going to bring them back. We're going to bring them back. We're definitely going to bring them back. So like, yes, just do it. Yes. So yeah. So there's also, and literally today, this morning, knowing we're going to do this show, and knowing we're going to do the announcement on this show, I was wondering, How Sharky gonna react to that? Because he doesn't like me praising other teams' jerseys. You don't. Well, tough shit. There's gonna be an Arizona one, and then there in the future. So tough shit, mate. You got to start learning to love me talking about other people's jerseys. So I wasn't sure how it was gonna go down. But no. So yeah. So of course, as you know, I am Thursday Sharks through and through. But when the Coyotes come back, I'm going to have 2 XL teams to root for. Then we just make something very, very clear how on the record, okay? We just make something very, very clear. On Sharks Coyotes game days, I can't root for you. Understand? That's good. Okay. So whenever we play each other in the future, I can't root for you. Okay? But against everybody else, including your bestie down there, against everybody else, it's fair game. Alright? Yeah, fair game. Okay? It's fair game. Because I'm still going to be a Thursday Shark. Always will be. Always have been. Always will be. Still going to be a Thursday Shark. But I'm going to bring him into the fold. And that can make doing Teal Report very interesting going forward. Could we then do like a spin-off with Howler? Or do like a quick segment with Howler? Oh, it's something to workshop for in the future, isn't it? It is. It is. Because I don't think we could do a full-blown spin-off show. We already got that, the PWHL. And that's just about Madball. So probably not a spin-off. We could maybe do like a little Coyote segment to have. Like how we got a segment with Frenzy on the show. Yeah, we could maybe do something like that. That we're going to workshop over the next 5 years, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, but only just you go back to hockey. You go back to hockey because you're now brothers in hockey now. You are now officially brothers. Brothers from another mothers. Literally. You are now brothers now. So we could get a second howler. Should we get a second howler? Because there's one. Because I think there might be one in China. We can get another howler. We could get 2 howlers. We could have this howler. We can have another howler. You could be the indoor one that gets to be in the house, and the other one could be when we go on broad. Because I think you're too big to go in my case. We'll go right. Go look into that as well. Make a note of that. Second Desert Night jersey. Second howler. Right. That's me to put in my shopping basket. Right. Get that sorted. Yeah. So only she's made the definite decision this week. No, yesterday. No, this morning. Oh, it's confusing. Right. Last week I've been mulling over. Last night I was like, do I not? Because the news just literally just broke. And then this morning, woke up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So there you go. So yeah, so when the Coyotes come back, I will be the supporter of 2 NHL teams, not 1. But Sharks, you are still my team. It's just we're gonna welcome another person into the fold. Okay, so that is official. I'll do a Teal Report bid explaining that more in details near the time because we're gonna do a lot of Coyote stuff on the Teal Report bids in the coming weeks and months ahead because there's a lot to go through. But I want to get announced today because I wasn't sure how he was gonna take it. I'm so pleased with that. Come here you. I am so pleased with that because I was not sure how you were going to react to that. I didn't think you were going to be happy about that. I thought you were going to just give me the e-balls again and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Treason! Because you could accuse me of treason, but no, it's like, oh, treachery! But no, I'm so pleased about that. Okay, I'm just so pleased about that. So yeah, so there you go. So, for now, fuck Utah. And then when we get him back, we can be friendly with Utah. And we get to have a second team with Howler. Yeah. So there we go. That's going to be brilliant. Right, so yeah. So you're going to have to put a... Right. So Coyote jersey you don't mind. Other teams don't want me to praise. Right, we can try and manage that somehow. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. So there you go. I think we'll leave it there. I'm going to wrap it up there. You two could be going official brothers in arms. Brothers from another mothers. Yeah, so it's been an emotional 24 hours. There's still loads more to come because this saga is far from over. So obviously you've got the start of a new relocation franchise. Don't start. End the show in Utah, and the possibility of bringing Arizona back into the fold. So it's been quite the show. It's been weird doing it recording as a video because we only ever do that with the live streams, and I was tempted to do it as a live stream. I thought I'm not risking it, but I thought this is too raw, emotional, and gut wrenching. I don't want to risk the technical difficulties. So I suppose, or let's say, from my boys and me, for now, Arizona Coyotes, it is au revoir, not goodbye. And I will end the show by promising you, Arizona, we will get you back. If it's the last thing we ever do, we are going to bring the Arizona Coyotes back into the NHL. And when we do, you will have me and Sharky fully behind you. And so from us, let's say on this bonus episode of Teal Report, and so I will leave you now.